So tell me if this situation sounds at all familiar. You've heard a million times from either your favorite guitarists on YouTube or from your guitar teacher, or even from a friend who's really good at the guitar, you should be spending some of your practice time with a metronome. Every time you use the metronome, however, you get frustrated, you can't seem to get along with it, and you turn off the app and you leave it for another couple months until you feel guilty and try again. This is a situation I found myself in back early in my guitar journey, and it's one that I find my students in all the time today. And I wanted to share with you some ways that you can work with the metronome and overcome your fear of it. That'll help you give wonderful, gauged practice. You can see how far you've come while you do it. It honestly gets kind of addicting like it does when you're going to the gym and you start seeing some gains. So today I'm going to show you the 4 most common ways that you can work with a metronome that'll help you take your playing to the next level, and it'll help your time feel and your technique, all while giving you a structured way to gauge your progress in these fields. Sorry about my cat. The first thing I would do is get a metronome app or a physical metronome, depending on whether you like practicing with your phone or whether you would do better with an actual standalone device. I like to use an app that's called Metronome that's free and available on iOS. However, there's a million free metronomes. There's even a free Google metronome that's pretty good, so there's no excuse. And I would set it to a reasonable tempo. So for me and for this video, I'm going to use 100 beats per minute as my benchmark for these 4 different time fields to play things in. And I'm going to use the A minor pentatonic scale because I think that's something all of us guitarists know. He says while he plays the wrong note. And I'm going to show you some different ways that you can work with the metronome to gauge your progress. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the metronome, and I'm going to play in quarter notes. So this is really easy for people who are first getting comfortable with the metronome, and the idea is that there is a note on every single click. So when I turn this on and I play my A minor pentatonic scale, I want a note on every click. These are called quarter notes. It would sound like this. That one tends to be pretty easy for my students to grasp, and again, the goal here is it's almost like it's Guitar Hero or Rock Band, where you're just trying to nail a picking stroke on every single click. That takes us to our next level, which is eighth notes. So the way eighth notes works is that there's 2 notes per click. So rather than before we were going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, now we want to be going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. So here's an example with the metronome. And the one thing you can do once you start to speed this up and get to the point where there's more picking than there are clicks is here, if I'm alternate picking, which hopefully you are alternate picking when you practice your scales, every downstroke will fall on a beat. And I'm sorry once again if you can hear my cat having the time of his life with a plastic spring. Anyways, here is eighth notes at 100 beats per minute. So again, this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Again, every downstroke lands on a click. Now this next time feel is a little bit trickier to get. It deals with something called triplets. And what a triplet is it's 3 notes grouped into the space where normally there would be 2 eighth notes. And the way that you sound this out, conveniently enough, is you say triplet. So triplet, 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 trip. So this helps you get a different time feel under your fingers, and we're cramming 3 notes in the space of 2. If you find this difficult to get a hang of, you can slow down the video or watch this section as many times as you need. I'll vocalize it out loud while I do it. So here, triplet, 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 triplet is how I want to be playing my notes. And that would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triplet, 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 triplet. So that is how things work in triplets. You vocalize them if it helps you. And this is a really good exercise for your right hand because the click then falls on alternating upstrokes and downstrokes. So the first three would be triplet, and then the next click is going to be triplet, where I go up, down, up. And so this is a really, really good rhythm. And if you find that you can't get into the time with any of these, a really good way to trick your brain into it is to just hang out on the first note and go triplet, 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 triplet. Once you get comfortable, then you can bring in the scale. So that's triplets with my quarter note at 100 beats per minute. Now, the next most common time feel, and this is the trickiest and the fastest one for sure, is 16th notes. So 16th notes fall. It's basically like you cut 8th notes in half. So to count, it would be 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and that gives you a convenient way to balance out with your click. So you're playing 4 notes per click, which means every second downstroke, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4, will land on a downstroke. Every second downstroke lands on a click. So here's what 16th notes sound like. Again, if you're struggling to get in with the metronome, just go 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. And that is the 4 main time feels that a lead guitarist will have to play, or the 4 main types of notes. Is we'd do quarter notes, we'd do 8th notes, we'd do triplets, and we'd do 16th notes. And once you get comfortable with all of these, you can mess around with a really fun idea that I used to do a lot in university, is changing between them, trying to do it without stopping. So let's say the metronome's going, and I start in quarter notes. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now I'm going to go to 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now triplets. Then 16ths. So there you have it. There's some good practice to try and start working with a metronome. If it's a little bit hard at first, I really hope you can find the strength to keep pushing it, because it really, once you get it, is awesome, because you can see that like maybe after a week of really grinding it, at even if you have to go down to 80 beats per minute to start, you know, maybe by 2 weeks you're at 100, and then as you get faster and faster, time slows down. But before you know it, you will be able to be playing with a better time feel and locked in at something like 130, which if you put that in 16ths, is awesome. And it really helps you because, you know, we all don't unfortunately have drummers to play along with, and I know metronomes are not always as fun to play along with as drummers, but it gives you a real way to gauge your progress, kind of like when you're at the gym and you can do more reps or you can lift more weight. So it's a really wonderful way to practice that'll help all aspects of your playing, while giving you real-time feedback on how you're doing and improving your technique. So that's it for me today. If you enjoyed this lesson, there's tons more like it on this channel. I'd really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. I'm trying to grow up my channel, and I'd love to have you here for the ride. If you have any questions about this exercise, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I always try to get back to all of my comments. If you have a suggestion for a video of something you're struggling with, leave that there too. I'd love to help you out on it. And lastly, if you'd like to take a lesson with me, I do have a link to that down below on my website, and I'd love to sit down and work with you and work on some guitar. But until I see you next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have some fun playing the guitar. Thank you so much for watching.